glad the Honourable Lady agrees with me and the Government that we should do more to tackle the thing, and that's why we are bringing forward
Parliament's questions.
to restrict the availability and appeal of
You got Nolan saying we aren't winning.
specifically whether that's flavours or
At least you're participating.
As she knows, advertising of vape is already heavily restricted by UK regulations, including a ban on advertising on television, radio, and most online. Now, we've seen football take positive voluntary action in the past on issues such as this, but I will say to her that the government will respond to the Honourable Lady's specific amendments in the usual way.
How are you, Lizzie, mate? You good? There's a target there, people, with roses. Yes, Chrissy boy. I'm giving you some powerful stories here, you know. Nice one, Chrissy boy, there. Kaz, Laura, Michelle. It's always the regulars, isn't it? Yes, Lisa. What else has been happening? Can you do handstands, Daz? I learned the other day and fell right on my head. Did you, lad?
Whatever happens, just try and stay calm. Focus. Keep the question.
We'll take your time next time and you won't fall.
They said that was going to work.
Sean Kirby, how are you? Are you good?
Ask you a question.
Malone.
If the 9 answers are correct, find them all.
Best way to turn dirty money clean. Wash it. When it's all gone Pete Tong with this bird and I've ended up back up here, that's when I met Quintus's mum. So when I've met Quintus's ma, I've then had the opportunity to go and live in Quintus's mum's Nanny Ann's. And I'm living in Nanny Ann's as John the Gardner. And you know where I'm living when I'm in Nanny Ann's? Mab Lane in West Derby. And you've got all them rats that were trying to kill me and get me up just living in the vicinity, and I didn't even know. The bird knew, Quintus's ma knew. How did she know? Because she was mates with them, never even told me. She was mates with that Sweeney bird and all them mad birds around West Derby that have it with all them mad heads. And she didn't even tell me. Mad mate. So I'm down there, I'm in the Nans, known as John the Gardner, but it's sneaky. And then Quintus's mum had some fella before me and had 2 kids, and she was being a cunt with this fella. So now this fella's back on the scene, and I'm not into a 3-way relationship. Do you understand what I'm saying? Especially when it's nasty and poisonous. So I start fuming on this, what they're doing, cheeky bastard, who the blah blah blah. And then they start making excuses. So we had to move out the Nans and move into the girls' house around the corner that she used to share with her old fella, because I've got nowhere else to go. I'm in that situation. I'm living next door to a girl that comes on here, Flaherty. I have a girl that comes on here from West Derby. I forgot her name, something Flaherty or something like that. I was living next door to her for 8 weeks without electric, with me dog. I had a pit bull. I had to give me pit bull away. Give me pit bull to a woman in West Derby. Anyway, it's just ended with this bird over he was doing. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now I'm in a house, no lecky, nowhere to live, deteriorating mentally, just writing lyrics, that's all I'm doing, on a Bluetooth speaker, living like a tramp, writing lyrics, just to keep me out of prison. And them lyrics at that time are just violence, they're all still there, just violent, what I was thinking about doing, running out, doing this, getting out, doing that, bam. That's all it was, but me writing then, at that time, prevented me from going out because I was putting it onto paper. If I weren't putting it onto paper, I was going out and doing it, do you understand? So we got to the point with me and this bird where the animosity was just too much. It was getting risky, the door had been kicked in and everything. where I'm staying, down West Derby, you know, people became aware now, and like Nanny Ann and her sons and their family were getting scared because they were aware now Darren's been living in my nana's. So anyway, now it's got to a point where I've got nowhere to go, so I've got to get out of this girl's house. And I'm happy to go, but I need somewhere to go. On the phone, supported accommodation, Birmingham. That bird and a sister helped me get me bags on my shoulders, drove me to Lime Street, got on the train at Lime Street, landed at New Street 2 hours later, was picked up at New Street, drove to an office in Solihull, provided me ID so they could prove I had benefits, and then they put me in a house in Sparkhill. So the first house I've gone in Sparkhill, it's a decent area, but it's very heavily populated. So the first house I've gone to in Sparkhill, I've gone in this house. It's a 5-bedroomed house with 5 other people in it. It's only a small house though, but with 5 people living in the bedrooms and the kitchen and the living room, and that's where they're living. I've gone in there. Don't forget, I've only just finished my licence and that, you're on it. All this madness is kicking in when I'm trying to resettle into the community and just get my life back on track. All this shit's kicking in tenfold at once. Wham! Everything's kicking in at once. So we're landing this house in Sparkhill, and they're selling crack and smack and spice and all that from the living room. So I've gone in and there's punchers coming in the house. The room I've been given, it's got a coded lock, but the gap in the door's about that big, so you can just let yourself in. You know, so I just thought to myself, I'll just get my head down for a night in here. Travelled all day, my head's being battered. I'll just get my head down here. I'm all doing it all live. Don't forget, I'm doing all this live on Instagram. I'm not lying about it. I'm doing everything. I'm showing you what I'm going through. So the next day, I just get back on the fella and go, listen, get me out of here. He put me in a better accommodation in Selly somewhere, and then I've just been in every household. You'd have a problem with someone because they're mad, these households, mate, and I can't tolerate an attitude where they think they're overpowering someone or bullying someone in that sort of dynamics. So I've had my incidents. You know, I've been in houses where, you know, I'm jeopardising my freedom in these gaffs. I've been put in some bad situations in these gaffs and I had to keep myself calm and collective so I didn't end up in prison. And it weren't being house, it was just recognising my end goal. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Yes, Jennifer, I hope you're well, lad.